and goes running off.
No, we're not like the others.
Kind of down and around the corner into the darkness.
That's a fair reaction.
Now, you can't really tell where she ran off to, but you do know two things. One is that the way that she headed down this road was where the house was earlier that you were at, the cobblestone house.
Right.
But through the canopy here leads back into the town square, which is the shortest route back to the theater.
Right.
So you can go around to the town square or you can run through it, and it's up to you guys what you want to do.
Time is of the essence.
Yeah.
Perhaps the most direct route.
Yeah.
I don't know what we'll find there, but...
Yeah, it's like the most direct route might have some danger, but it's like, I think no matter where we go, there's going to be danger. And it's like, as badly as Kay wants to go after that fucking kid, it'd be like,
Right, I know, Rinverhi wants to do the same thing, but it's like, well, if we chase after her, we're going to scare her even more. We are tiny little dolls.
Yeah, I can't blame her for being afraid.
Direct path towards the town square? Alright.
Only one way to go.
Hopefully it's not that bad.
Clink, 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 clink.
Just holding his crossbars.
Yeah, Kay's like kind of like got an arm around his and like a hand on his little wooden one star, just like dragging it along.
Now, same thing you guys are noticing as you're running across here, and you have your little like click, 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 click steps as you're going back and forth across the little cobblestone streets, that you're like, wow, this place, it was a lot smaller a few hours ago.
Yeah.
It is very big around you now.
It's so big right now.
And you guys kind of head in back underneath the canopy and into the town square. And as you do, you find that the town square is still ablaze from earlier, but also filled with 1 or 2 or 5 or 7 apparently dead bodies that may have made the transition with Carrionet, may not have made the transition, but either way have perished to the subsequent actions of whatever transpired after you guys passed out.
Oh,
yeah. Kay is gonna like move in and like look at all of these bodies, and there's just like this immediate sense of like guilt.
Yes.
Like just coming it further in and looking around and just, my God. So much has happened in just such little time.
They surrendering. Guide their souls.
Okay, we'll do like a little like a little cross over his chest.
Mm-hmm.
You know? Or like
the paladin, like, the cleric, both.
Yeah. Like both do like some sort of like symbol for like Serenray and Desna over their chests, and just continues walking.
All right, so I'm gonna stop you guys right there. And
I put myself right back.
as soon as you kind of embark out, you're kind of looking around. How does Nyx feel about the ensuing chaos?
Oh, she's pissed. Like, she's growling, gritting her teeth. She's got her fists balled. She's ready to face off with this stupid hunk of wood log.
Bitch. Bitch.
Bitch.
You're taking a look around and you're just like, oh, motherfucker, like, I can't believe this shit. And as you're kind of sitting there, you're backing your way up towards that fountain a little bit, kind of looking over to the southwest where you see someone is like getting caught up in the fire, like a dead body is getting burned down there. And you're just looking at it like, I can't believe it, man. Like, everything here was so nice this morning. And then you hear a sound that you realize you heard earlier this morning, but wasn't so nice. And it continues to not sound so nice.
I don't want to know. What if it just leaves us alone? What if it just goes away?
You hear this.
It just leaves. No.
And you see beside the fountain
Oh, but he's in festival color.
one of these big pigeons from earlier that wanted your food, and he's looking at you now like he's like, oh, I remember you who didn't want to give me no food earlier.
Come on, man.
I
Don't
know.
make us kill the don't make us kill the pigeon. Come on, man. Come on, man.
And as the pigeon kind of hops down here from the top of the fountain, you realize that he's got a couple of little cohorts nearby who are all ready to come and get the treats that they felt like they deserved earlier.
What if I try to give them food now?
I mean, you can always try.
Do you have any food?
I have rations. I have a couple rations.
Okay, we have rations as puppet. Is it real food or is it like little play food?
Oh.
Yeah, Nyx is actually going to look over her shoulder at Bran, Kay, and Rinverhi and just be like, if we have rations, maybe we can use them to try to fly them.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Very smart, Nyx. Yeah, I'm gonna look into my bag.
Same.
Is there like what's going on with the rations?
Oh, here we go. Here's our full screen photo that I had earlier. I was trying to find it.
It's okay.
Nice.
So
It's
yeah,
okay.
got some
Nice.
attack pigeons out here looking for scraps.
No, please.
Please, no.
We're so little.
There's so much. We're so little.
One of them looks particularly evil, like the one on the left side.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah. The one on the right could be persuaded, but that other one is like, I'm gonna fucking kill you. You are dead.
It's hard to make maniacal looking pigeons, but you can do it. You can
Yeah.
do it.
Oh yeah, that is the most maniacal pigeon I've ever seen.
All right, so everyone's searching for rations earlier, and like I don't remember anyone saying they tucked away any of that festival food. It sounded like everyone was like,
we had
I'm gonna
leftovers.
eat a bunch of it. Oh, you had some leftovers
We
left?
did, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
Yes.
I remember you saying we had so much that like we couldn't eat it all, so we did have leftovers.
I
that's
definitely
right,
think
that's
Kay would have like squirreled some away in his bag.
Yeah.
And, like,
Okay.
the box that he had.
Well, then you guys definitely have those couple of snacks still on your person, wrapped up somewhere tidy in your gear.
Here, birdie, birdie,
Perfect.
birdie, birdie. Here, birdie, birdie, birdie. And KeNOTsia, it was just like, come on, man. I don't want to kill. You're a fucking bird. Listen, like, you guys are just creatures. You're hungry. I can't let a rat feast on. I can't reason with a rat, but maybe I can reason with you, a pigeon. Come on, man.
The rats are out for blood.
KeNOTsia is,
Yeah.
Mhm.
Right, rats are out for fucking blood.
Yeah.
And so he's just gonna, like, tear off a little piece of this and just like, come on, we can be friends.
And now,
It doesn't have to be this way.
is your handle animal tied to a survival skill now, or is it separate?
It should just be survival because we don't
Okay.
have animal handling.
Okay.
I don't have
you
good
can
survival.
you can roll a survival, Kay, to see if you can
Fuck.
convince this pigeon that you guys are
Come
not
on.
this pigeon that's the same height
What
as
about
you.
nature?
I'm a beautiful bird. Beautiful,
with,
beautiful bird boy. Beautiful
with
Nature's more
nature-
boy.
tied to
Nature?
yeah.
Okay,
I
yeah.
don't have anything good in nature either. Come on.
Do you want to let Nature Boy try to do it?
Yeah. So, Kay, do you like hold out a little scrap of food to the pigeon?
I'm gonna hold out a scrap of food to the pigeon. I'm
Okay.
gonna do it.
It chomps at you, blam, and like bites your hand and the food,
Come on,
everything. And it kind
Come
of
on, man.
startles it where you drop it out of your hand and it's like pecking at the floor and scooping it up and kind of puffing its wings real big, almost trying to scare you off. But it did tag you a little bit there.
Okay. Rude.
I know.
Rude.
So we're gonna give you a solid 10 points of damage as it chomps down on your wrist.
You cunt.
That cunt.
Wait, so like it just happened? There was no roll to try to
Not in
do
this
it?
case because we weren't like in combat. You were trying to coax something, and it
Yeah.
just snapped at you as like a surprise. So if
Oh,
you
okay.
want to do combat now, we can do combat now. If you
Yeah.
want to
Oh, no.
continue to try to pacify it, we can do that.
No. Yeah, that's okay. Did I miss KeNOTsia rolling nature to do that?
They said they had nothing in nature, so
I have
it could have been.
to nature.
Yeah, I mean, I think it would have been worth trying. Anyway, I mean, it already happened, so I won't argue that. But yeah, I was just
It's
confused.
okay.
So I'm like, damn, that bird went for it. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think still try to persuade. Maybe.
You know what?
Mhm.
I have. So after this bird fucking pecks at my hand, I want to try and like make myself look big. I want to try to, I'm also a worthy contender. You weren't gonna scare me off, you fucking pigeon. And I'm just gonna like hoist my like little bar over my shoulder and kind of like hold it up over my head and just like wave my arms around like
all right,
So
perfect. So
yeah.
you pick up your crossbar and you're just like,
Yeah.
ah! Do you go like
can I
full
roll-
Tuscan
can I roll
Raider? You're
intimidation? Can I roll intimidation?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Incredible, yeah. Make us
Awesome.
bird your
Yeah,
bitch.
Kay's just like he like. I think this pigeon like pecks at his wrist so hard it like chips the wood a little bit, and he's just like, "You motherfucker!"
It definitely bent up all your little thingies, but you know what? Just to be fair, you don't have to roll your intimidate. You succeeded in intimidate just the way
Okay.
it succeeded.
Well, I
past
rolled it
that.
anyway.
No, that's fine. But the pigeon absolutely is like, like scared of this, size and intimidation that you had, and he just flies away, and he just takes off.
I tried to be your friend. Come on, man.
Be cool.
All right.
Be cool.
At this point, it appears you have frightened the other pigeons, and they look like they are going to be on the attack now. I'll give you guys one last chance if you want to try to talk to them. Otherwise, they're going to attack on their move.
Yeah, Kay is just reacted out of like his own like reactional emotion,
Yeah.
just like you motherfucker, fuck
So
you.
we'll just go from kind of top to bottom here because that's sort of the initiative order we had before. So Nyx, what do you want to do?
Nyx would have witnessed this interaction that Kay had with the pigeon and is, kind of like at a loss there, like thinking, all right, fine, I guess we're not going to be able to reason with them. So she's just going to like do the same thing basically.
Okay.
And just like growl and like just yell at the pigeon that's nearest to her.
Okay, yeah. If you guys definitely use the crossbar and make yourself seem very large and intimidating, I won't even make you guys roll for it. The nearest pigeon towards you gets scared, and he flutters off and just into the night. There's still 2 more pigeons looking antsy perched up on here that are still looking pretty hungry. So we'll go ahead. Let's jump over to Rinverhi and let's say, what is it that you want to do?
Okay, so it looks like Rinverhi sees them scaring away. It's like, all right, we're not gonna bother trying to befriend anymore. So, but like also doesn't want to fight the pigeon, so scaring them off sounds like a good plan. So he is, he doesn't have intimidation.
Okay.
But he, instead of using his crossbar to scare them away, I think he will try prestidigitation.
Okay.
I think I can make a sound. Oh no, that's the wrong spell. Shit.
Yeah, I think there's like a ghost sounds or something that makes sense.
Yeah, it's definitely, or like a minor illusion, but he is not an illusionist. I think instead he will. The other stuff I can do technically is an attack. Shit. I don't want to attack though. Can I, you know what? Since I can't do my spell like I want it, I'm not trained in intimidation, but can I try it anyway?
Yeah.
Or can I use deception instead?
Yeah, because
Like,
you're trying to make them think you're bigger than
that
you
I'm
are,
big.
for sure. Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, cool. So yeah, like Rinverhi, like to make a deception, like just to add to it, he like he slides his crossbar like underneath like his little red cloak,
Mhm.
and then he'll use that to look even bigger.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
he
so
just
you
kind of
take the crossbar like kind of with underneath your cloak and kind of flap it like you're flapping
he's flapping
your
it like he's a big
Yeah.
and he
Yeah.
just steps forward, just kind of like very quickly like approaching the bird to
All right.
scare them.
What kind of sound does Rinverhi make when he does this?
he just yells. He just goes, ah!
Okay. Perfect. Yeah. You don't even have to roll, man. That's good. This pigeon goes "Brr," and just takes off. And there's
I'm doing you a
one
favor.
there's one lone pigeon left on the stoop. Bran, what do you think?
Sorry, God, that's adorable. I think it's just like doesn't even move, just glares at the pigeon.
You're just gonna stare at it and be like, leave. You know?
Leave. Or else.
All right, if that's what you got, roll your you can roll nature if you want to be like, I'm gonna give him like the bird stank eye, you know?
Ooh.
The bird stink eye.
Yeah, you're gonna give him the bird, you know?
Just the most like intense, like, you've seen what they can do. You don't know what I can do.
All right, so 26, that's hot, yeah. So you kind of give him that like two-eyed straight at you predator glare, you know? And then you like kind of just bare your teeth at him for a second, and the pigeon's just like, and just takes off.
I don't need this mask.
Everybody else bailed.
I love that it just takes like a barely a look from Bran to intimidate them, and then Rinverhi had to try so hard to be scary. Everyone
so
else is just scary.
endearing.
And he's like, oh.
Well, again, Bran knew exactly the way to send the signal to that bird. I'm gonna eat you. You know?
Yes. Beautiful.
Yep. All right, so well done. You guys managed to get through the pigeon fight without fighting pigeons.
Yay!
Well done.
Couldn't spare the rats, couldn't spare the pigeons.
Doesn't need to be any more bloodshed. I mean, it would have been really awesome if we did tame them, though, and fly.
That was a cool idea. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So rest of the courtyard seems pigeon free, and again, heading straight left, straight west is going to be the way to the theater.
Okay. So if we this way is the theater.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's where we want to go.
All right. Feel free to head that way. And you guys are heading now to the theater, which you can see is this very large, like 3 wide building over here. And you can tell that it is all aglow as though there is stuff going on inside. And the front doors seem shut, and but there are windows all around the building in the front right there for you to look in. The ones on the side are kind of shuttered up, but there may be some in the back that are open. So what do you guys want to do?
I want to see. I don't know if we should go in the front. I think maybe we should try the side.
Yeah. I'm also wondering, maybe it's a good idea to see which path they took, whoever came here. Like, Bran could look for the dragons.
Bran hunts prey.
More like
Bran hunts prey.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, Bran. So roll a survival there, and we'll see if we can track down where everybody was coming in and out from.
Yeah.
Okay, +2 circumstance bonus. What check again? Sorry.
Survival?
Survival, gotcha. That'd be a +21 then. 38.
Nice.
38. All right. So you're able to survey the area here right in front of the theater, and you realize that there is a mass amount of people that have come through here, right? And as you're looking back and forth through it, you're noticing it's mostly kids. It's mostly little small footprints all being filed in to the theater. And there are only a few larger footprints accompanied with it, but it's easy for you to pick out, okay, these are kind of Zhang's footprints, but it looks like they're dragging him along. And he's only taking steps every once in a while, but they're like forcing him in somewhere. But you realize, wait, I do know the other footprints, and like that's us that is dragging Zhang into this building. And that is corralling kids into this building.
No.
At that realization, it's just lying on the ground.
Cry.
Cry.
Yeah, like Bran lays down. Okay, it's just like no. Okay, picks them back up.
What is it?
We need to do this.
Bran, what did you notice?
We
What
need
did you
to
see?
do this. Come on.
It's us.
What's happened?
What?
Oh shit! It's us. The footprints. We are being puppeted by those things. He's in there. We need to get in there.
I think I'm gonna throw up.
Don't throw up. I don't know how that's gonna work as a little puppet boy. Please don't throw up. I don't think I'm ready to see how that works yet. I'm not ready.
I don't think I can handle that either.
I don't know. I'm a little bit curious, but
Okay. Time and place.
Right.
Time and place.
Yes. I'm using this amusing thought right now to distract myself from the horrors.
Chavez.
Yes.
Chavez. Sorry.
That we are being. No. Yes. We have to make haste. We have to find ourselves. Get in there. All right.
With gusto, then.
Side entrance.
Side entrance.
Shall we follow
Side
on tracks? All right. Yes.
Let's go. I think Kay is gonna, because he's big and beef, I think Kay is gonna lead the way because he wants to be bracing for anything that might be getting in front of them or trying to attack them.
Do we want to be trying to travel within like stealth?
Yeah, I think so. I think
Yeah.
Let's try.
Should
Let's try
we-
stealth, y'all.
Yeah. In that case, should we have our beautiful, wonderful
Our rogue lead?
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? If Nyx is gonna be leading, Kay's just like, Nyx, you're gifted with the lightest of steps. Care to show me a few tricks?
All right, let's go. I was just checking my feats. I thought I might have something useful for this, for the whole group, but I don't think I took it.
It's okay.
Yeah, it.
Oh, I know what
but-
you're talking about.
Yeah, I
But
think we decided not to take it.
It
so-
wasn't that awesome. So that's
Yeah. Alrighty, so
okay. Yeah.
we'll go ahead and it is the entrance. Is it this?
That's a window. The entrance is this part right here.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And do we know if there's like an side entrance this way, or all the footsteps like the path goes this way? Like
The footsteps are pretty much all coming in from the front, from what Bran saw earlier.
okay.
But it would serve to reason that actors and stuff would have a rear entrance to get in
Right.
and out
Yeah.
of.
Looking for that path that's not as travel for sure.
Yeah, and Bran would have noticed that as well, that yes, there is a path that would lead there, just doesn't look like anyone's really taken it lately. So it looks like your puppets and things were all going through the front door and weren't really concerned about the acting protocols.
Right.
Huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which path is like that looks like it's towards the actor's door?
You could literally just go through the woods down here. Yeah.
Which way? Here? Around
Yep.
here?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I was just wondering where that door would be. So yeah.
It's like on the
That's-
back of the building, so you'd have to walk all the way around the building.
Okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
see. So like this is like going towards the front here. This is the front up here.
No. You guys are facing the front.
We're at the front.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
front. So the rear would be like back here to get in back here.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. ready to follow Nyx for the best path then.
All right, so let's do this. Let's just have Nyx roll 2 stealth checks to try to get us around the other side. And while they're doing that, the other 3 of you can all roll me 1 perception check.
I love perception. I'm so good at perception, I say.
There's the first one. It's a 22.
Okay.
Because I rolled like dog shit.
That's a 17.
Okay.
Oh. Then
I
the
also
second
rolled a
stealth
2.
check. Not 20 for a 40.
Oh my
Nice.
gosh.
Nice.
Powerful.
Stealth
All right.
That's my
expert.
girl!
So as you first come around the building, you're like doing your awesome, perfect stealth rogue moves. And then you realize that fucking crossbar is just bang, 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 banging into shit behind you. And then you're like, oh, and you just wind it up and stash it on your back like a snowboard. And then you're just like, with like the most perfect stealth ever, almost like you were embarrassed by that and just 1,000,000% made up for it and crushed it.
Nice.
So
Yeah, I think
you
watching
traverse-
like Nyx get frustrated with this like Kay's just like lift it up a little and then tie it to your back. There you go. You're so good at this.
you traverse the whole second half of the building in like utter silence, as though like you're just moving blades of grass. And it's like kind of sound, you know, and you just get through. And the others kind of follow in your footsteps. They're making a little bit more noise, but they take your lead of kind of stowing their crossbars. And the three of you guys, given the rolls that you got, those of you who got over 20 can hear the sounds inside of like the children, almost kind of like they're frightened, you know?
Yeah.
And they're just like, but they're not like alarmed or panicked. They just kind of seem like
It's
they
just-
don't know what's going on.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah.
We're-
And you can
they
hear this
don't know
kind
why
of
they're all there. Yeah.
jaunty, silly music in there. And you can hear someone stamping on the stage and like shouting lines, but not getting any reaction from it. And then occasionally you can hear Malignio shout, and he's just like, I'm giving you gold. This is comedy gold. This is where you're supposed to laugh. You know?
A little bad for Malignant. He's bombing up there.
All right. So we're going to head you guys
Suck, puppet boy.
into our next scene here, which
Okay.
hopefully isn't filled with too many spoilers. No, okay, good, perfect. I was like, I don't remember if I had Fog of War in this at all, but I did. So good.
Fog of War!
All right, so we'll get our characters out here. And Nyx, you approach this kind of back doorway first, with Bran short in tow, and Kay and Rinverhi just behind you there. Oh, there was another set of you guys on that side? Oh, dang it. Okay, well, use the other ones.
The fresh ones?
Yeah.
Oh,
the
okay.
ones that are at the back, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Here, we'll
Sorry.
get rid of this.
All right.
There you go.
Doppelgangers.
Yeah. So you guys are kind of stealthing in from the back here. And as you do, you guys manage to sneak into this back room. And the door is easy to get through again if you all push in together. And let's just have Cipher roll one more stealth check to try to get in the room
You got
quietly.
this. You got this. Oh, look, it's me.
I know. My heart sank seeing that token and knowing it's not you.
Same.
Nat 20.
That's our dicks. Let's go.
That's my girl!
That's
Yes. Yes.
I love it.
Sorry, I should have been doing that this whole time. I forgot, but
No,
it's all
it's
good.
okay. It's okay.
It's okay.
The urge I have to play so many sound effects when you're like narrating,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, I can't. But it's like I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
I want you to know I think about it.
I appreciate it.
Love you.
All right, so you guys sneak into the back room here, and as you do with that like bomb natural 20, there's like that door just stealth shuts behind you with that cool like wind pressure close that you know, and you get out into that middle of the room, and you kind of notice that there is a one of those standing mirrors next to you, where it's like actors would look right before they go out on stage. And Nyx, you with that natural 20 and your rogue instincts, like kind of just peek around the mirror to see Kay and kind of stop everybody right there, so that there's no way Kay can see you guys right now. And you have successfully entered the building in complete stealth.
Kenopsia? That's more like KeNOTsia.
KeNOTsia.
It's KeNOTsia.
Nice. All right, what do you guys do?
Rinverhi he's just thinking like, wow, well done, but he stops himself from like saying anything out loud and is just like, his posture is low. He's got sneaky posture, bad, and just like looks over where Nyx had looked and stopped us, and he sees KeNOTsia.
I think it's very, very surreal to see himself in this moment.
Yeah.
Like, even as like a little wooden puppet. Yeah. It's like,
thank you, Kay. What am I
really
thinking?
Been struggling.
Roll yourself a will save.
Oh no! Don't do that, come on, man.
You're right. I'm like, oh yeah.
That was very. Hey, teacher, you forgot to give us our homework.
I'm sorry. I was trying to describe my boy. That's a 28.
28. Okay, so yeah, you see yourself, and it's this moment where you're kind of like, you know,
Yeah.
and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh my god.
Yeah,
And,
Kenopsia is feeling very out of body again, seeing himself that is not really him, and he already struggles with who he is. He doesn't know who he is, so it's just like, I already feel like I'm a stranger to myself, but now I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
I have no idea who that is, and it's freaking him out a little bit.
There's a weird like kind of tightening in your chest where there was a part of you, some part of you that you didn't think about and that you didn't really entertain, that was hoping if you saw yourself from the outside, you'd recognize something that maybe you normally don't, and you just don't. It just feels cold to look at yourself this way.
It's surreal. I think Kenopsia is moving like along the wall, like very slowly over it, like dipping past like this chair or whatever this is, trying to move towards Zhang. Like, not like he's not trying to get in the eyesight of KeNOTsia, but he's trying to get Zhang's attention, I think.
Okay. Well, let's make sure that you are considered shaken right now.
Yes. Okay.
And yeah, are pretty wigged out.
Okay. Yeah. I'm into that. Yeah, I don't think this is something he taught. Like, I think this is just him in his own thoughts, and it's like he's not piloting right now. This like he when he's moving, it's not him. It's just autopilot. Yeah, he's moving off towards that direction. Whatever you guys are doing, you have fun. I'm going over this way. Bye.
Yeah, I think so. Is there any sort of like status condition being applied from this, or it's just like he's just feeling shaken?
From being shaken, let's just call that a -2 to everything you do for like
all right. Yeah.
until you get unshaken.
Okay, because I think I do have something like if it was frightened or stupefied or stunned sort of condition, I could help with that and have Rinverhi do something. But if it's like not something like that. Yeah,
frightened would be like the next, like if something else freaks out, okay, they're gonna get frightened from it, and then you can pull them back down.
Okay.
But for the shaken, it's kind of just you gotta let them get the shakes out.
Okay. I think Rinverhi, like, he's also stunned by seeing that, and like in his peripheral sees Kenopsia like starting to go off on his own, and can't just be like, wait, stop, like doesn't want to make any sound. So he'll start to creep after him, like just thinking like, oh, what is he feeling right now? Like Rinverhi, like my
Bad.
heart sank seeing
Bad.
that token.
Bad.
Rinveri's heart sank seeing.
Let's have both of y'all roll a stealth check then.
All right. I got that. I'm not.
What's my style?
Yeah.
Okay.
21.
Okay.
My first nat 20.
Nice.
Rinveri is very concerned
Let's
for
go.
KeNOTsia. Yeah.
All right,
Oh my
so
God.
Rinverhi, you hold on to your crossbar and kind of dart down behind that mirror, and you're following Kay, who's kind of in that shaken stupor, doesn't realize that their crossbar is kind of banging into the pink, pink, pink a little bit, not a lot, but enough to where you're just like,
It's yeah.
stop.
Yeah, just like
Yeah,
he,
stop.
like, Rinveri just creeps up behind very silently, and just like a gentle hand, just like on that crossbar, and just to stop it from knocking things. But he will continue to follow with KeNOTsia as he goes forward.
Nyx, where you're
Yeah.
at, you notice Kay kind of take a step forward, as though they're like looking for something, and then they look back at Zhang, and they move so weird, you know, like they're for starters.
Very mechanically.
Kay has this very creepy kind of like
Hate that.
Disgusting.
Face.
I want to try that.
It's like yeah. It's again like just seeing himself this way. Just like again, like you mentioned before, just like hoping to see himself and train some sort of recognition.
Yeah.
But it's just like again, feeling so alien already.
Yeah, this almost
And
seems
he-
more foreign
Yeah.
than you normally are, you know?
Yeah, and it's freaking him out.
But
It's just like
KeNOTsia here still definitely has this kind of like turn back motion toward Zhang, and like reaches out and like puts a hand on his shoulder and points down like very aggressively like to Zhang's like
sit.
lap, where he's like whittling away a new Carrionette. And you can tell that the puppet is there to make sure that he's making new ones.
Kay wouldn't do this to you, Zhang! Kay wouldn't do this to you!
All right, what are you guys doing?
So you said that KeNOTsia is kind of walking towards where Nyx is. Does she need to hide?
They just took that one step and then are like making sure, hey, Zhang, keep working on what you're doing. And then they're looking, but they don't really seem to be moving any more forward. They're just watching that hallway now.
Okay. She'll go ahead and let's see, what can she do to kind of help out? I don't know actually. Let me see. I guess she'll just join Rinverhi and Kay behind the mirror. Maybe they can kind of sneak underneath this desk or sneak around it and try to get to Zhang. I don't know.
Yeah, well, so I'm thinking, you know what? I'm not gonna say what my plan is. Rinverhi is going to, like, he's got a hand on KeNOTsia's crossbar and kind of is just stopping him from getting too far or from knocking into things. And then he'll also, with his other hand, just kind of just tap him very lightly to get his attention, to get Kay to look at him.
And like
then-
looks over.
Yeah, when Kay looks back at him, Rinverhi will gesture to the needle and then point to the KeNOTsia, who is focused on keeping an eye on Zhang right now.
Oh yeah. Kay nods very, very slowly. He knows what his purpose is.
Mm-hmm.
He knows what he has come here to do, and he has come to take what is his body.
Yeah, and are Nyx and Bran also like coming up, or is it just Nyx coming up to join?
Yeah,
Okay,
Brad's coming along.
okay.
I think
And-
it's like it's the vibe of like, okay, that's KeNOTsia. I miss my friend.
Yeah, this ain't right.
That's what I was like.
What have you done to my boy?
I know.
What have you done to my
That boy ain't right.
And also
No,
just
that boy,
dreading
right.
the moment he sees himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah,
That
'cause
dread,
it's like,
that anticipation.
This fucking sucks for Kay because he's already has like a huge disconnect to himself, and now he's just like, who am I? That's not me. I have no idea who that is. And so
Yeah.
again, just not feeling good, feeling bad.
so bad. And like I'm thinking of doing two things here. Is there any sort of noise coming from back here? Like, or is it pretty like dead air quiet?
From back where, I'm sorry?
Like where we are in this area.
No, everyone's kind of quiet back here. Like you can clearly hear the sound of the theater because it's right in front of you.
Right.
But this
okay.
is like the backstage area where people should be being quiet.
Cool. Okay, because I'm considering maybe casting a spell, but I don't know if that's a verbal component. Oh,
Well,
it doesn't. Perfect.
Yeah, you can tell where Zhang is sitting is like typically like a makeup table where they'd be putting on makeup and stuff and a little vanity.
Yeah. Okay.
And yeah, like there's enough raucous out there where you could probably whisper and talk and like the crowd and stuff won't
That's
hear
what's
you.
yeah. Okay.
But the KeNOTsia may, you know.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't have to use a verbal component for this. It's just some somatic. But Rinverhi will cast silence on Kay so he can go forward and not worry at all about stealth.
So as you do
All
that,
right, thank you.
and you're casting this, I'm gonna just zoom out just a little bit here. KeNOTsia just takes these giant plow steps and walks down to the other side of the room here and kind of peeks around, and you can tell they're looking around down there for something they think might have made sound. And again, considering their full size, like their movement across this room is very, very quick. And they end up kind of right back over in this area again.
Yeah. Okay.
You got this.
Let's have
make a
Bran
sound.
and Nyx roll a perception check as well.
Okay.
All right, so Kay, what are you preparing to do there?
I'm gonna cry.
Okay. So 36 and 30, Nyx, Bran, you guys notice that KeNOTsia, when they walked down to the far end and were looking around, they kind of looked out into the crowd and like made some sort of weird like gesture and then walked back. So you don't really know what that's about, but they were being weird.
Could it,
Okay.
I know it's like just a weird gesture, but my first thought is like, is it some sort of communication? Like kind of like a sup head nod, but really creepy and gross.
You know, that may be something that Nyx and Bran consider. So
yeah, when Nyx sees this, she infers, you know, like the first thing she thinks is, have they been, you know, are they trying to, what am I trying to say? Is KeNOTsia trying to get the attention of another one of them?
yeah,
So-
it's hard to say.
Yeah, that's her first thought. So she just makes a note to herself, you know, a mental note, just like, we need to be really careful. And that's it. She
Okay.
didn't say anything.
All right, so what's the
Okay.
plan, Kay?
What direction is KeNOTsia facing?
They are kind of looking at Zhang again, watching them.
So their back is to me.
Yeah, essentially, more or
Okay.
less. Yep.
I want to try and go and grab onto KeNOTsia's cape and climb up that cape.
Okay.
I I have silence on me, so I'm not making any noise. I just
Mhm.
want to get there in like time to like grab the cape and like get off of the floor. And if anybody happens to see me, I can just like fold myself into the cape a little bit, like I'm just a fold in the cape.
Okay. So you move over that way and
Yeah.
let's laugh.
I can do an athletics roll for you.
I don't super think that's necessary because I feel like
Okay.
this is like again like a basic kind of climbing type maneuver, and you are silenced. You don't particularly weigh enough to seem like a threat, but you do race up the cape quick enough that KeNOTsia is kind of like, what the hell is this? Doesn't realize it's something pulling on their cape, but thinks like maybe their cape is caught on something or something. And they kind of spin around and they like do like a 360 in place, like looking for like, what the heck just happened? And the whole time you're just like, you know? And as you do one of these passes by Zhang, he definitely sees you on the back of KeNOPsia's cape. And as you swing back around this way, you kind of look out and you notice coming around the corner from the front of the stage is
I'm not here!
a little Bran action.
Here!
And you get spun around to this side again as KeNOTsia and Evil Bran here are kind of looking at each other, and Evil Bran kind of comes back here like,
Brand!
and he's like looking around, and the two of them are doing this like,
Put it back. I don't want it.
I don't want it.
yeah, seems like like they're communicating something, but it is beyond you what that could be.
I'm looking at Zhang right now, and I'm looking at him, and I bring up a little wooden hand to my mouth, and I just go, shh.
And he kind of like holds up the puppet he's working on and gestures like this with his knife. He turns it in his hand and it's like
nodding furiously. I'm pulling out my my needle, but I'm waiting. I'm not doing it now because I don't want to interrupt whatever interaction that KeNOTsia is having with Brand.
Brand.
Brunch. I don't want to interact. Like, I don't want to interrupt whatever interaction he's having here with Brunch. So, I'm waiting. I have the needle drawn. I'm kind of like trying to be nestled into like a little fold. So if he turns around again, I'm able to like blend in with the cape.
Okay, so you're trying to peel the cape up around yourself. You're trying to get the needle out, and you're working on getting all of this situated. And the rest of you guys can kind of see around the mirror this Bran have come in here, and you're watching this bizarre interaction. And then all of a sudden, he's kind of like, and he turns and he starts like searching around on the floor and things around him, and he's kind of puttering around, like searching, and you kind of get the feeling like you know what he's looking for.
Hide.
So, hi. So, let me walk you through my thought process before I get to what I want to do.
Please.
So it's just like, oh, Brand's just like, oh, that's me. Or like, no, that's not me, but it should be me. That's me. It's my body. Fucker. And then it's just like the classic tunnel vision of like, you fucker.
Yes. Feel free to roll yourself a will save as well. I'm going to keep forgetting that, but then I'm going to remember. So.
I'm getting a 17 to this.
There you go. That's good. Yeah.
to 35.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
You're just like, no one gets to be me but me.
Only
It's just
me
like
can
slowly
be
pulling
me.
out one of the needles, and it's just like, oh,
Just like,
oh, it's a ghost.
Rana,
you're like, wait a second.
Rana.
Is that what I look like when I'm kicking people's asses? I'm sexy as hell.
Hell yeah,
That
brother.
is what you look like. That is what. Yeah, you're so sexy, Bran. You're so.
I suddenly understand why Kay and Rin get so flustered.
Yeah.
All right,
And I
Nyx,
think
what
it's
are you
like-
doing?
As
Nyx is
Crying. Throwing up. Crying and throwing up.
not at all. She is like loading up her sling.
Nice.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck yeah!
Nice.
With something. I don't know what though. She's maybe like, is there like a little pebble or something she can?
You're in your sack where you would normally have like ammunition for your sling that is filled with buttons.
Oh,
A button will do.
it's so
Cute as a button.
You
All
are.
right.
You are cute as a button.
She's gonna load up a button and she's gonna use her sling, or she'd like to use her sling to shoot something back over here.
Okay.
I don't know if
Smart. Yeah.
okay.
What's typically its range?
Okay. Sling's range 50 feet.
50 feet. Okay. So yeah. So these squares for you guys will still count the same, 5 foot for each.
All right.
So you can throw it as far as 50 feet.
Okay, so
Remember, we got this new little measure tool that goes beep, boop, beep.
oh yeah.
Love a good measure tool.
Yeah.
Beep beep.
So
Boop,
50 feet is going to be
Beep,
like
bop,
this
boop,
line
bop.
down here. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That'll do.
All right. So
That'll do, Meg.
since you're not trying to hit anything specific, no need to roll. You just wind up the sling and you launch a button down there and it pitter patters in the distance. And suddenly Kay and Brunt just kind of have this moment of like, and Brunt turns around and darts off into that corner and starts kind of like banging into stuff and knocking things around.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Come on.
That's
so
horrible.
Come on.
horrific.
All
That's
right,
my
Rinverhi,
body,
what do you do?
dude.
Okay, so now Nyx is gonna be like, okay, let's go somewhere. This way.
All right, so you're kind of
I
underneath that
agree.
stool there.
Yeah. So Kay, little Kay is in the
Okay.
in the cape.
Yeah, they're like holding onto the back of the cape, like kind of keeping it sort of folded over themselves as best they can.
To what end are we hanging on to the cape? Where are we trying to get? Like, is there a way that Nyx can help Kay get to a place where Kay can do the little prick?
Yeah, that's up to you. How do you think you can help that?
I don't know.
Yeah, because right now it's just like Kay just wanted to get. He was waiting for Brunch to walk away, so
Mhm.
he could basically just like now would be the time to strike. So it's just like I just need them to not look over here. I think I got it, but I need to do this now. And I also, when I get back into my body, I need to be convincing.
Okay, so how about she shoots another button behind KeNOTsia, or not behind KeNOTsia, but maybe. Oh yeah, I have a pointer. Maybe right here, so that KeNOTsia can like maybe bend down, and maybe KeNOTsia might either look down or bend down.
Yeah.
Well, KeNOtsia is like looking that direction right now. Like they're kind of like watching Brunt on the other side of the room, like just waiting to see what's going to happen.
Oh, okay. So button goes here. Okay. So that's what she's going to do. She's going to shoot a button here.
Okay, in this case, do roll to hit, because I want to see if you hit any of these people standing around.
I can tell you right now, I'm going to hit something. Yeah.
27. Okay, that's not bad. No, because you're trying not to, right? You're not trying to hit anybody, right?
Right. I'm just trying to get the button to the floor so it makes a noise.
Yeah. So you manage to sling it out there and not accidentally hit anybody else. And it manages to hit the kind of floor out there in the middle of nowhere. And it bounces around. And both KeNOTsia and Zhang both look to see what it is. And of course, Kay, you come spiraling back to this side now.
I wave briefly to it, and I wave briefly to Zhang, and then I think I'm gonna stab him.
Okay, well, we'll give you just one. We're gonna give Rinverhi a turn, and then get back to you.
Yes, of course.
All right, so Rinverhi, what are you up to?
Okay, where is Bran looking right now? Is he focused on Brunt?
Yeah.
Okay. Rinverhi sees looks away from the wild spinning Kenopsia or KeNOTsia, and like looks to Bran, looks to Brunt at the end of the hallway, and then he will do the same thing he did for Kay, and like put a hand on him, silence him, cast silence,
Nice.
and we'll just say, just very quietly, go.
I think it's like a little kiss on the cheek, and then he just bolts.
Yay!
A yellow blush appears, which is supposed to be light. It's just like yellow paint.
All right, so you want to take any other actions, Rinverhi, or is that good for right now?
I think, he's also going to think about hiding because he's kind of just under this light. I think since Kay and Nyx are up here, he's going to go with Bran, and the silence radiates in a 10-foot, so he'll also be silent standing next to him.
Okay.
So he'll follow where Bran goes. So I guess that's like holding my action.
Okay.
Suggestion.
Waiting for Bran to act.
Hand holding.
You
All right.
take Bran's hand and then run.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so we'll come back to you guys in a minute. Kay, roll to hit. And tell me, where are you trying to stab KeNOTsia?
I'm trying to stab him. I don't want to draw blood. I'm not, or like a lot of blood. I'm not trying to like hit any major veins or anything.
Yeah.
But like, I'm trying.
I mean, it's like a needle. You're gonna like pinprick them.
Yeah.
It's not gonna be, some devastating wound.
No, I know. But I just want to make sure that I'm not hitting any major vein or anything. I think I'm like kind of like nestled into like his shoulder, and I crawl up a little bit, and I crawl into the back of his hood, and stab in the back of the neck.
Okay. Good. Yes. You're like, I'm going to stab him with this faint, dainty needle in the one place I know it won't hurt. Center of the back of the neck into the spinal column, most sensitive area of the entire body.
No. I'm not going for the spine. Come on, man. No.
I know. I'm just joshing you. All right. So let's put the three of those together and just let's do one athletics to get up where you need to be and one roll to hit to make sure that you can sink one right into the neck there.
Okay, so I am rolling athletics.
Yes.
I think I'm like more so I'm not aiming like on the neck. It's more so just like around the I think more so near his like shoulder blade.
Okay. Yeah. Kind of this collarbone area.
Yeah. It's just like, I think it could maybe be mistaken for like the like his armor or his stuff chafing.
Okay. Roll.
Hold on. Where's my dice? Where are my dice? I want to throw up.
Where have the dice gone? Click, clack, clack, click, click, clack, click, clack.
Clack, 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 clack. Okay, so roll. That's a 28.
All right, you managed to scurry up into the hood.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then I'm gonna roll to hit.
Roll the hit.
Roll a d20. 21.
Okay, so you scurry up to the top of the back of the cape. You get inside the hood area. You pull it back just a little bit. You go to sink one in right into the little trapezoid back there, and you realize like pulling on the hood and stuff like that has alerted KeNOTsia, and they're kind of like, what? Ah! And they're kind of scrolling around a bit, and you miss with the needle and you sink it right into a bit of hood that's all folded and flapped over. You've got one more action. Try again.
I'm just like, stop moving, and I'm going back in. I'm going back in, please. 30.
All right. So second time around, whoa, you lurch around, you sink the needle in right into the little meaty area there, and it's this weird, almost instantaneous kind of like perspective change where the whole world just goes whoomp, you know, and now you're like, and the world got way smaller as you got way bigger, and you realize there is a sharp shooting pain in your neck because someone just stabbed you in the neck with a needle.
I reach back into my hood. I grab the Kenopsia net in my hand.
All right,
I pull
you
it
reach
down
up there and you
slowly.
got him.
Yeah, I pull him down.
Mm-hmm.
And I just slightly unfurl my hand so I can look at him.
As you pull it around and you look at it, it is now just like a lifeless toy that looks like you.
I crush it.
All right, so you twist it in your hands and just break it apart, strings and all. And Nyx, you just watched this happen. You just watched Kenopsia get pulled off the shoulder and smashed in twine. What do you do?
She just kind of like, she's doing this this nod, like just nodding, like yep.
I look down to Nyx and I wink.
No.
You watch that whole demeanor of like weird creepiness just like melt away, and it's like, you know?
yeah. And I think he's gonna briefly look over to Zhang and just like, we're here to rescue you. And he is gonna, I'm gonna do a very quick like glance around. I'm checking the perimeter. What's around me? Who's around me?
All right, you're kind of checking around right here. You do notice that down this way, you take just a quick peek, and there is kind of a hall. Oops, sorry, I'm way in outer space. Down this way here, there's like one of those screens, those folding screens, and some curtains that are like blocking the complete view, but you do see Nyx standing out there in an aisle.
Okay.
Otherwise, the rest of this area, there's not much there. And Zhang kind of looks at you, and he's like got the one carrionette that he's working on, and he throws the knife to the ground, like I'm not going to do this anymore. And he's just looking at you like, yes, please save me, please save me.
Yeah. Just I think I'm gonna throw like, or I'm not gonna throw. I'm gonna like kind of nudge the like whittling knife over like towards me with my foot. And I'm gonna like pick it up and pocket it.
Okay.
So just for now.
All right.
And okay, so what's Brunt doing behind me right now?
Well, I think you're out of turn right now, so we're gonna
No, that's fine. I just want to know what he's doing.
No, it's okay. He's still down there noodling around for current.
Caboodling.
But Nyx, what are you doing? So you saw that. You see that Kay is back in charge of their body. What do you do?
Yeah. She's gonna I guess it might occur to her to like This is probably going to be like adorable.
Get up on me. Come on, get up on me.
she's gonna raise her wooden arms.
Of course!
I imagine her like she's got this stern like glare face, and it's just
Oh yeah,
arms.
Yeah. It's like I think the immediate second he's like in control of his body and he sees Nick like start to move, he just holds out his palm for her.
No.
So she could step onto it and just like lift her up onto his shoulder.
All right, so you can climb up on there.
Yeah. So that is where she be.
All right. Bran, what are you doing?
With the tenacity of a wolf mouse, I'm going for Brunt.
Aw.
Go!
All right. Are you just
And
full
Rinverhi
tilt
is going-
sprinting out there?
Yeah, right with him.
All right.
So each is 5. Let's measure this out. Yay! Look at the sweet measure tool.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I can make it. Wee. It's just the most aggressive sprint.
I think Rin will stop underneath this chair, underneath the stool.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you guys get to there, and he's kind of out of like alignment there. Yeah, so he should be there. So you're definitely within like striking range, and you notice that Brunt he is like doubled over, and he's like scurrying through things, like knocking over stuff and looking in little cabinets, and he doesn't hear you guys coming, so you come running on up. Go ahead, Bran. What do you do from there?
It's like I'm just like jumping on the back as lightly as possible, and then just going straight for back of the neck as well.
All right, go ahead and roll an acrobatics check then.
I'm sitting here thinking, stab him in the butt.
Butt stab.
The butt is also
Butt
tempting.
stab.
The butt, he's sticking it out.
Butt stab.
Butt stab.
He's caked. Stab him.
Stab him in the cape.
Well, a lot of your guys' cape, cloak, armor, it would be too hard for a small needle to really pierce all
Fair.
the way through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of shit armor if you could. You know?
That's true. That's true.
29.
All right, 29. So you manage to leap up and you jump onto the back in a way where you kind of grab onto the your cloak and kind of pull on it in different areas to make it just seem like the cloak. And Brunt does kind of like he's squirreling around for a second, but doesn't really pay it no mind. He keeps doing what he's doing.
Going for the next thing. Going for the neck next.
All right,
That's a tongue twister.
give it a stay up. Roll the hit.
Bam.
What modifier should I be using?
But you're like base attack bonus plus strength.
Gotcha.
Let's see what we get.
25.
25. All right. Yeah, you get up in there, you find the cloak, the hood, whoop, pull it back, and just get him right kind of in the back side of the neck there. And you have this weird moment where you're swinging forward to stab him, and that momentum like continues as the world like shrinks down around you, and you're just like, and you realize that you kind of knelt over on the floor, and you have this really sharp pain in your neck.
Immediately going for little Branch.
All right.
Oh, beloved Branch.
Kind of pull him up off your neck there, and you realize he's just now, it's like a lifeless toy version of yourself.
I think he like admires it for like a little moment of just like, oh, it's so cute when it's not an
Evil.
existential crisis.
Evil! Evil!
And I think it's like a little symbolic of like saying goodbye to his past as he just like kind of crunches it.
Nice. All right. You're like,
Nice.
all right. And Rinverhi, what do you do?
Yeah, Rinverhi, he's just under this stool while it happens, and he is just like kind of watching the Brunt's feet and everything during the scuffle, and then he can see the posture change as everything happens, and then he'll peer out from underneath the stool and look up at Bran. Yeah. And
Creature staring emoji, like the autism creature, like blinking
exactly.
emoji.
Yeah. The big
Exactly.
shiny eye.
I feel like picks up Brent and places him on his shoulder.
All right.
Very comfortable there. Thank you.
Beep. There you go.
You're very
Beep.
cute.
All
So
right.
you?
Go ahead.
Oh no! Like Bran said, like, oh, you're very cute, and Rin just very quietly. So are you?
All right. So Kay,
Now's not the time to be gay.
you see Bran and Rinverhi kind of get posted up the same way you guys are. Y'all lock
Okay.
eyes. So what's the plan from here?
I'm gonna like do like a jerk of my head towards that hallway where Nyx is, and I'm gonna mouth Nyx.
Okay.
Nyx. And I'm gonna even like look down to Nyx, who is now on my shoulder, and just, your body's that way. You wanna go get it?
Yes.
All right. Okay, I'm gonna look around. So, like, so there's the screen in front of us,
Mhm.
right? Okay. I'm going to, with Nyx still on my shoulder, I'm gonna peek out. I'm not gonna fully step out. I'm just gonna, like, peek my head in.
All
What's
right.
going on?
As you peek out, you can see the rest of the theater there.